I've found in the way that I've handled certain things or certain, situations, let's put it that way, is somebody I have a mindset, and my mind is set on what I'm gonna do. And if it comes up in conversation, somebody goes, "Oh, why don't you do that? Why don't you do this?" I dismiss it subconsciously. I do. I don't let them know. I just go, "Oh yeah, yeah, oh, mm." But I find myself already dismissing that suggestion. I don't
Yeah.
even give
Mm.
it time to meditate on it. I just think this is rubbish. This is rubbish. I don't tell it. I don't tell them. I just go, "Yeah,
No.
this this,
No.
this is this is an absolute rubbish, and this is a great waste of my time." So I'm just gonna listen, wind down the time, wind down the clock, and just walk away. And I find myself doing that a lot. And I wish I could just be open-minded. I am open-minded, but
Mm.
uh, I wish I could be more open-minded and just taking more suggestions before actually making a decision. I think that's my
Right. Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
Okay. Do you think you'd be able to identify your own face by touch alone? It's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah, that
I
is,
don't know. I don't know.
yeah. I don't think I've got any special features, so I don't think I would be.
No,
Um,
you couldn't. You
so
don't think?
no, I don't think I would, but I think it's impossible not to identify your own face by touch alone.
Well, I think. Yeah, I mean, you imagine if we had our faces sort of plaster of Paris, so they're like a mask, a perfect copy of our face, and then there were, say, 5 or 10 of them in a line.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could go along, obviously with our eyes
Oh,
closed. You see what I mean? And
yeah, I
by
see what you
touch and say,
mean.
"Oh yeah, that's me," and I'd say, "Oh yeah, that's Cuz."
All
I
right,
don't know.
yeah.
It's a hard one, isn't it? It's very difficult.
Well,
I suppose
I,
we could sort of think about our protuberances, our ears, our nose, our I don't know, our eyebrows, our lips, but but we all have those things, and maybe that would be difficult to actually differentiate if we're testing. So, but do
yeah.
you think you could then? Did you say you think you could?
I don't think I could now that you've explained it that way, because I was thinking, well, if my face is on me as a person,
Yeah, yeah.
it would,
It would it was
it would
it would have to be you, wouldn't it? Okay,
be.
so let's move on to the main subject of the day, and that is, what is this thing we call love? Now, it is
Right,
a vast subject. How do we know if we fall in love, and are there lots of different types of love?
right.
One of the strange things I've always thought about the subject of love between two people
Yeah.
is that in many, many ways, it's quite a selfish feeling. Now, we don't know. Is falling in love a feeling? Is it a state of mind? Is it a chemical reaction? It may be part of all those things. But we're told we're not doing religion, but we know in the Bible, in Corinthians, I think, chapter 2, there's
Mm,
probably the best definition of what love should be. And it
yeah.
says, "Love is patient, love is kind, never takes any pleasure in somebody else's misfortune,
Mm,
is always unselfish, essentially." And
mm,
if you ever look at that or listen to that, you could
mhm.
say, well, that's not very much like the love most people experience, because
Yeah.
you know experience, because
Yeah.
you know it's such a wide subject. But when people fall for each other, part of that falling is, I want you, I love you so much, I want to be with you, I want to, yeah, I want the highest good for you. That's quite a good definition of love, wanting the highest good for another person or other people.
Yeah.
But love is essentially very selfish. What do you think about that?
Uh, mm, yeah. Did you say love is very selfish?
I did. Well, I said, is love very selfish? I mean, I think
Right.
it is in
Okay.
so many ways because we crave something back, don't we, from
Yeah.
somebody?
Yeah. Well, mm, well, if you put it that way, I think you might have a point there because you think you want that person. You don't want to share that person. You don't want to you don't even want to get a whiff of that person um deriving joy from somebody else's from somebody else's joke or whatever. Yeah, so in that way, but there are people that would give their all for love, right? And they don't expect a lot in return. They don't. They just want to give. They're just quite happy giving, be it time, be it energy, be it resources, whatever, money, and they just want to give because they love this person. Now we would have to question that, won't we? Is that is that real love, or is it just some form of either love or infatuation, or even obsession? It could be obsession. So yeah, I do get your point where you say love is, in a way, essentially, or whatever, selfish. I do get that. Um, but isn't that what love is supposed to be?
Well,
Demand?
that's not the definition of it. I don't think in Corinthians. I don't. I think it basically is always wanting something for the other person rather than for oneself. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that. And clearly, we're not talking about here so much about family love or, you know, love between friends in a general sense, but more relationship love. I mean, is it possible to have an unconditional love for somebody? If you fall in love with somebody, can that love be unconditional, do you think? Which again, many would say is the essence of true love.
Yeah, I would say yes. You could.